another Temple Things video. I'm gonna just, address the elephant in the room. Your girl did the most tonight to try to look a little decent, okay? The hair is matted underneath. This lipstick is definitely a mix of lipsticks. What is happening with this baby hair of mine that I pulled out to give y'all señorita? I was giving y'all mamacita. I hope y'all appreciate it. Giving you gallery walk in the back. Better appreciate my paintings, okay? Giving you late night jewelry. No, I wanted to just check in with you all. It's been a while, and I wanted to say Happy New Year. I know a lot of you all are looking at the title of this vlog like, baby girl, it is February. You are late. But I want to just say Happy New Year. Why am I wishing you a Happy New Year in February when I've already released videos in January? Why am I wishing you a Happy New Year? Over the weekend, something happened to me. Something liberating happened to my thinking, and I realized that we can hit the restart button whenever we want. And there's glitter on my eyebrows. I don't know why, because these aren't drawn on. I'm gonna give y'all lipstick, but I ain't giving y'all face. I don't even know how to do all that. Anyway, something happened for me over the weekend. And I realized that I can hit the restart button at any time in my life with anything. And so I'm so excited because I have been thinking about my YouTube channel. I've been thinking about my health journey. I've been thinking about everything that I've declared publicly and privately that I wanted to pay attention to and be more consistent with. And honestly, I've dropped the ball so many times. One of my favorite quotes is, I think it's by Albert Einstein. It's been one of my favorite quotes since I was younger, but he basically says, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. And I love that because the mentality that he has is to say, I haven't failed, and usually when we think of something being a failure or something having failed, it means it doesn't work, to stop, abort the mission. I haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. And when it comes to my YouTube channel, when it comes to my health goals, when it comes to my financial goals, when it comes to my life goals, when it comes to everything that I have been thinking about, that God has told me that I needed to work towards, that God has given me strategy for, that I may not have been obedient in or may not have been disciplined in, I haven't failed at reaching those things. I've just found 10,000 ways that do not work. Some of which include lack of discipline. Some of which include not using the strategy that the Holy Spirit has given me. And some of it is just, okay, you tried it, it didn't work, try again. And so I want to wish everyone who's watching this a Happy New Year, because today or any day that you decide, you can hit the reset button and start the year over. And I don't mean that in the mentality of abusing the restart button and just, okay, I'm gonna start again. I mean, you can start again every day. Let me be clear. We can wake up every day and start again. But I want to tell someone who may not have started on a good foot, and I'm not saying I didn't start on a good foot, because January, although it's been long as dirt or old as dirt, January was a good month, but something clicked up here, and I needed to restart the new year. I needed to restart with making my goal list. I needed to reset and restart and include God in it even more and say, God, can you give me strategy? And I want to say, when it comes to my YouTube channel, that I have not been consistent, some of which includes, some of the reason is because of my inconsistent schedule, but I am dedicating myself yet again, because although I have not figured out the routine or the way that works for my life, I haven't failed. I've just found so many ways that don't work. And God has birthed so much inside of me that I absolutely want to be obedient about sharing and encouraging and just talking to you all about different things that I think about. And so today is my new year. Today I'm restarting. Well, actually my new year restarted on Saturday. But I'm publicly declaring to you that Happy New Year. It's okay to reset, restart, to refresh and restart, to re-strategize and restart. It is okay to restart. And if anyone makes you feel otherwise, remove them from your inner circle, because your inner circle will always encourage you to get back in alignment with what the Holy Spirit has told you to do, or with the goals that you have set out for yourself and for your life. Your circle will always encourage you to keep going, even if you've derailed and you've delayed some things and have been disobedient or have simply been nonchalant about your life, your inner circle will say, well, let's go. Where do we start? How can I help? Let me roll up my sleeves. What do you need from me? And so, I just want to say Happy New Year to anyone who's restarting with me. And so let's talk about Temple Things. Temple Things was birthed from a place and is birthed from a place of wanting to take care of this temple. If you've watched my first 2 vlogs, I was very transparent, and my hope and prayer is to continue to be transparent about my health goals. I declared on those first 2 videos that I don't think I'm going to share my weight, and I realized it's not because I'm ashamed of my weight. Like, honestly, I'm probably in the most comfortable place in my life. I'm comfortable in my weight. I'm at my heaviest, and I say that because I know that I'm at my heaviest. My inner circle now knows that I'm at my heaviest if they ask me, oh, how much do you weigh? But I realized with being at my heaviest that the number on the scale does not define me, because while I am at my heaviest physically, I'm also at my most seasoned. Okay, I'm also most developed. I'm also most secure. I'm also most just excited and enthused about who I am as a woman. I'm also at my most secure and most, patient with myself and most loving and most tender and just so many things. I'm at the most developed place in my life, and maybe I'm plump because I've been cooking or because I've just been eating not only food but like spiritual food and wisdom and all these different things that maybe how I'm feeling internally is reflecting physically. That's what chunky girls say. We excuse ourselves like that. But I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm okay with where I am, and my mental state allows me to be okay here, right? I'm okay with, okay, Lee, your belly's kind of protruding, honey. The jeans are getting kind of tight. The shirt looking a little bit like Pooh Bear. I'm okay with that. I'm okay calling myself a muffin. I'm okay with acknowledging my love handles. I'm okay that my thighs rub. I am completely okay that I have a second chin. I'm okay that my face is more round, because internally, I love this woman and who she's becoming. I really do. And I love her so much that I'm also wanting to say, hey, it's nothing wrong with serenading yourself in love, but let's take care of this temple and let it be reflected that you love this temple that God has trusted you with. I've posted a video before about housing the Holy Spirit, so I won't revisit that, but I will include the link in the box below. And so Temple Things is everything about your temple, and it's not just spiritual, but everything is spiritual. But I want to talk about the carnal thoughts that we have about ourselves. I want to talk about the actual battles we have in our flesh with what we think about ourselves, with what people have to say about us, with what we struggle with when it comes to just being motivated to go to the gym, to eat right, and to not attach our worthiness to our weight. Temple Things is everything concerning your temple, from your mental space to what you eat, to how you wear your clothes, to just everything, what your spouse has to say about it, what type of lovers we should be with when it comes to nurturing and this temple just changing. Like, oh my goodness. So I am just so excited to just be back in this space of wanting to commit time to YouTube and to creating videos. And I always say this, but my hope and my prayer is that if you are someone who loves me, that you will hold me accountable. Check in and say, hey girl, we about tired of you apologizing because you ain't been posting. What's up? What are you doing? What's going on? So really quickly, just some updates. I am doing Weight Watchers. This is not my first time doing Weight Watchers. If you have been in my life since I was in diapers, you would know that I did Weight Watchers my freshman year of college, and I lost 60 pounds. I did so good on the program. However, and I do speak about this in another video, I was so hard on myself that I was only eating things like baked chicken, broccoli, fruit cups, salad, oatmeal, like very consistent routine food. And you can lose weight by having the same foods across the board. Excuse me. But that was unrealistic. I was eating things that in the long run, I don't want to be married with 3 kids or 2 kids or 1 child eating chicken, broccoli, you know, the same things, because actually what I was doing was developing a very rigid relationship with food. I attached behavior to food. And so I lost the 60 pounds. I was walking every day. I didn't go to the gym. I just had one-on-one time with God. I was walking around the city that I was living in at the time. And I just was eating the right foods, and that was it. And the weight just came off. And proof that what the scale says is not a healthy indication of where you are is that I'm here again. I'm clearly here. I would not say that I had low self-esteem. I would never describe myself as having low self-esteem, but I will say that I had a very flawed way of thinking about my weight and my worthiness of things. You know, thinking like, oh, if I would just lose 20 more pounds, I would be worthy enough to do X, Y, and Z, or have X, Y, and Z, or these men or men in general will look at me then, right? And so those crazy, silly, irrational thoughts were happening as I was losing weight. And when I look back at some of the pictures, I was smaller then. And I'm like, now I'm looking at these pictures like, why wouldn't I post that? Honey, you had a little pot roast of a stomach. Now you got something else. But why wasn't you posting those pictures? Right? Just ridiculous. Just so critical of myself. Just so hard on myself. Just, oh my goodness, where did that come from? Because that's not the way God sees me. So I'm doing Weight Watchers. I did Weight Watchers, and I've done Weight Watchers for years. As a matter of fact, I started Weight Watchers in 2010. And so here we are, 2018, and clearly I have not been consistent, right? So simple things, the announcement of this video, the reoccurring thing is a lack of consistency. And the things we miss or don't get because we lack consistency and discipline, right? 2010, I should be in my best shape if I was consistent and if I was committed and if I was disciplined. I should have a better relationship with food. However, I don't, because I was not consistent with the program and I was not working on my thoughts. I just wanted to lose the weight. And so I'm here to tell someone that with this temple of ours, as we tone it and, you know, lose weight and nourish it and sculpt it, it's more than just the physical. It's more than just what people can see. The battle is up here, because when you fix this area, you'll always have this part down pat, right? You'll always know how to get yourself back in shape when you see yourself worthy at all times. You won't allow yourself to go into the deep end because you'll value this temple more. And so all of this will be, you know, on different videos, but I wanted to specifically say that I'm doing Weight Watchers. And Weight Watchers, I love it. Like, I'm not paid for this video, but I love Weight Watchers because, yes, you have to pay for the program. However, we pay for everything else. That has been the one reason why, you know, when I've canceled and reactivated my account, I've been willing to put the financial investment into the program, because I'm like, girl, you're going to pay for this or you're going to go pay for food. You're going to pay for this or you're going to go buy yourself some clothes that you clearly will outgrow or can't fit or don't need. So you're going to pay for this or you're going to pay for medical bills in the long run. This small amount of money you won't have to pay for in the long run if you get it together when you can, right? So yes, I do have to pay for the program. And I wanted to share that I'm doing Weight Watchers because I don't want to falsify information. I don't want the weight to be coming off and you're like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, making better choices. No, I have a program that's helping me. And that's something else we have to talk about. If you don't have discipline with food and you don't have a good relationship with food, do not find yourself being above needing help, right? I know that without Weight Watchers, I can say what's good or bad, even though I don't want to put behavior on food. But then I'm like, am I good with portion? Am I really going to eat in moderation? Do I know my limit? Right? So these are questions you have to ask yourself. And if you're like, I'm disciplined, I know my limit, I will portion, I'm intentional, good, you don't need it. But this girl right here, I'm be like, can I have the whole bag of broccoli? Can I have all the baked chicken? Like, for what? For what? What do you need all that for? Because it's healthy? No, eat until you're satisfied, not until you're full. But the program helps me see that. The program helps me acknowledge that I'm a snacker. The program shows me that I do need a community of people who from time to time I can check in with and say, hey, you know, I'm struggling, or I need suggestions because this is a weak spot. So I'm doing Weight Watchers. And I love it. My mom, when I was younger, brought home like the Atkins program, and the doctors have suggested to her like pills, and I used to straight up tell her like, nope, I'm not cutting out bread, I'm not taking no pill, no carb buster, I'm not doing none of that. Like, I'm either gonna lose this weight or I'm not. And then she came home with Weight Watchers, and I was like, I can do this, because it lets you eat anything you want. And so the program doesn't feel restricting. I don't have to order their food. I can go, like, their program, you gonna go get McDonald's? Okay, let's go get McDonald's. But just so you know, when you get this McDonald's, you're not gonna be able to eat the rest of the day because you have maxed out on your points. So I will talk more about the program, and I will show you all, you know, my weekly points. And, you know, just if someone's interested, you can learn through me. So I just wanted to say that. Also, I'm going to show you all how I do my grocery shopping. I have decided over the weekend that I wanted to get back on track with becoming debt-free. And so I believe that God has put a wedge in my plans to allow that to happen. I'll speak more to that when I feel a release to share, but I am trying to be debt-free before a certain date. And so this would mean being intentional about budget shopping, possibly not traveling as much for the next year. Look, already gave y'all a little bit. And just being intentional about every penny. Because, I mean, like, the new year, that stuff, that whole, when I told you on Saturday, the new year restarted for me, like, so many things shifted in my headspace. And so I want to take care of this temple externally. I want to take care of this temple internally. I want to be a steward of this temple. I want to be a steward of my finances. I want to be a steward of the thoughts that I have. I want to be a steward of who I come in contact with and what energy I give off, or what, you know, spirit I'm sharing with them. I mean, I just want to, like, really just do a whole 180. Like, I'm trying to just evolve. And God is just truly doing some things in my life that I would love to let you all come and journey with me. So if you are interested in any topics being discussed, if you are going to take this journey with me, comment below, like this video, share this video, do whatever you want. At the end of the day, on top of just wanting to be consistent with YouTube and be a YouTube content creator, I want to document this journey. So I think in the next video, or in one of the next videos, I'm going to do grocery shopping. I'm going to do like a before shot. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do the numbers, but I want us to get out of the idea that the numbers matter. So in order to really push that agenda, I have to live it. And so numbers don't matter. Like, here's a secret. When I did Weight Watchers the last time, I lost 60 pounds and I was not in my goal weight. But baby, I was looking delicious. I'm still looking delicious, okay? I'm looking like a whole meal with an appetizer and dessert and enough for two. But when I lost weight back then, I would say I was just too small for my head, my head size. But I was like, wow, this is 60 pounds. And I still had the goal of like 40 more pounds. I wanted to lose like 100 pounds. Y'all could judge me. I'm going to give y'all this minute to judge me. Yeah. 60 pounds. And I was wearing like a medium, small medium. And I mean, like, just didn't need to lose another pound, but was still fighting with the scale. And also, I was aware that I was smaller. Like, I was like, as soon as I reached that weight, I was like, okay, now I can get Popeyes. Now I can go to B-Dubs. Now I can go to Auntie Anne's. Because this had changed, but this hadn't changed. And my relationship with food hadn't changed. And so, here we are. Chunkalicious. Thickalicious. Looking like a meal. But I want to look like a meal that's healthy. I want to look like a meal that's going to save my life, my husband's lives, and my kids' life. Okay? So that's it. 20 minutes is way too long. Did not plan to be on here that long, but this is an update. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let's chat. Bye.